Hello, my name is Ashley Hennessy. I teach Shin Arashi Kenjutsu. Kenjutsu is a Japanese classical form of swordsmanship. These techniques are all derived from Yagyu Seki Shusai Munayoshi, who in the mid-1500s developed these techniques. Shin Arashi falls into the category of swordsmanship that we refer to as positive swordsmanship. In Japanese we call it Seno Toru, winning by taking the initiative. What we do in Shin Arashi Kenjutsu is show you and teach you how to take the initiative, not only in regular life but also in the dojo. So by taking the principles of Shin Arashi Kenjutsu out into the real world, it teaches you how to be positive, how to take the initiative, and how to be successful. In order to do that, we differentiate a couple of things. In swordsmanship, there's a couple of different styles, Iaijutsu and Kenjutsu. Iaijutsu, the way of drawing the sword, smooth, precise, graceful. Kenjutsu, the art of fighting with the sword. Once a sword is drawn, we use the sword to attack our partners or opponent with the intent to win. In order to do these techniques, we start at the foundation. The foundation being basic footwork and also the basic cuts. Over the next few minutes, we'll review each one and give a description of each as we're performing them. Okay, thank you. And we'll move on now to basic footwork of Kenjutsu. Our regular stance or our basic stance, our kamae. We step forward with my right foot. My hand comes across my sword and just holds my sword. And all I do is I shuffle forward and I shuffle back. I shuffle forward, I shuffle back. You should hear my feet sliding. It's not a step and a step. It's a slide. We make contact with the ground. Turning sideways. Again, we step forward. You can see my feet slide, 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 slide. Hitch, knee. This is shuffle, or in Japanese, suriashi. Next, cross step, cross step. Fumikomi, cross step. Here, I cross step with my left leg, forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Turning sideways. Forward and back. If you notice, when I move, my back heel is slightly off the ground. I move on the balls of my feet. And back. And now tenkan, body shift. From here, all I do is somebody's coming at me from behind. I turn, I look, and back. My left foot, back foot, sweeps behind me. Sweeps forward. Sweeps behind me, sweeps back into place. Facing over here, turns, turns, turn, turn, itch, knee. Last basic footwork, tenkai, 180-degree pivot. I turn, I look to my back. Again, my back heel is slightly off the ground. Turn, ready to draw my sword. Turn, turn. Notice my feet. My feet are coming up as I pivot. And as I turn, I sink back down. Turn. Facing this way. Pivot, 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 pivot. Back heel slightly off the ground. And now we'll move into basic cuts. So from where we are standing, as we went over in episode 1, how to draw the sword, not escape. Once again, turn my hand, grab the sword. Step forward, draw the sword out, tip in my center. Draw it back over my head and come forward. And now from here, Suryash, Suryash, Shomengiri. Shuffle in, raise up, cut. Ich, knee. Ich, knee. Ich, knee. Sideways. Ich, knee. Ich, knee. Ich, knee. You'll notice my hands and the tip of the sword are parallel to the ground. The tip is not pointing down. It's parallel to the ground. My hands are just below my hara, just below my center. Next, Suryash, Yokumingiri. Shuffle in, side cut. I raise my hands over my head. My elbows are splayed, so my peripheral vision, I can look left and right. Then I shuffle in, cut to the head. Again, ich, knee. Both arms extended. Head straight up, not leaning forward. Back to Kamae, up, strike, and back. A side view, up, back. Both arms extended. Up, back, up, back. Ich, knee. Next one. Suryash, ski. Shuffle in, thrust. From my Kamae position. I shuffle in, I thrust at my partner. I shuffle in, thrust. All one motion. As I'm moving towards them, thrusting to the throat. Thrust. From the side, hands move upwards. My elbows don't come up, my arms stay straight, and I thrust up with the angle of the sword. I follow the angle, straight up and in. The last cut. Suryash, Kesagiri. Kesagiri, oblique cut. I raise up. Again, my elbows are splayed. I shuffle in and I cut my partner from shoulder through the hip. Hands, and right in my center. Weight forward towards you. Back leg straight. Back where we started. Again, we raise up and we cut. Straight at the partner, looking at the target. Up, in. Up, in. No toe. Push it back between my fingers. Remove any gristle or gore or blood. Push my sword back in. Come back. Kesagiri. The kesa cut. Cutting from the shoulder through the hip. The reason it's called kesagiri is back in samurai times, monks would be walking around and wear their costumes, their clothes. And they always had a broad collar that ran from shoulder to hip. That was called the kesa. And the samurai would practice, I know it sounds odd in this day and age, but in their time, they would practice cutting. And if they saw a monk who they felt was disrespectful, they had the authority, being part of the warrior class, to cut them in half. So they would practice cutting right along the line of their clothes. Thus, the kesa cut. I'd like to thank you for the time today. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out through Facebook or through email to aikidolondon@hotmail.com, and we'd be happy to respond to any questions. If you have any questions or techniques you would like to see, please don't be afraid to email me, and thank you very much for your time.